Hello, this is Niels Marquardt, CEO of AmCham. I'd like to welcome you to the September CEO message. My big news, I guess, is that I'm leaving AmCham, and our new CEO, April Palmerly, will be starting on the 3rd of October. So I'd like to ask all of you to welcome her to the AmCham community as warmly as you did me when I came 4 years ago. We also have just gone through a major transition this last weekend to a new client management system, or CRM, and I think that all of you as AmCham members will find that we have very improved capabilities going forward using this new system. For one thing, it will have a searchable online directory. There will be communities of interest that will be possible to manage through this new system, and other benefits that will accrue to you as AmCham members. Much of it will be invisible to you. We hope most of the changes actually will be completely invisible to all of you. I'd also like to thank all of you who participated in a survey that we did over the last few months. We hired an independent contractor named Peter Strokorb, whom many of you I think probably know, to do anonymous interviews and polling of our members to find out how you think we're doing. He asked 3 basic questions, very open-ended, and got a lot of very valuable feedback directly from you, our members, by doing telephone interviews or face-to-face interviews with many of you. As a result of those interviews and that survey, we now have a much better handle on what we're doing well, what we could do better of, and what you would like to see more of. Some of these conclusions are more networking events, more low-fee events, more morning and after-hours events, as opposed to the traditional reliance on lunchtime events that we've had in AmCham. A number of people asked for a better online membership directory, which we've had for some years, but again, it'll now be searchable in our new system. And then I think some of it revealed that we need to do a better job of communicating to you some of the things that we will do for you, such as giving you a list of attendees to events that you attend, and even seating you strategically with potential clients and others that are of particular interest to you. Now, over the coming months, I think you'll see the new CEO taking steps to make sure that we are true to what you have asked of us in this survey, so stay tuned and watch this space. I'd like to put in a final plug for the trade missions that AmCham will be leading to the United States in the month of October. We are doing 3. I've mentioned these before. The first is infrastructure. It's going to be led by Ambassador to the United States, Joe Hockey, and myself. We're going to start in Chicago on the 9th of October and continue through that week to Indianapolis, Washington, D.C., and Richmond, Virginia. The following week, on the 15th of October, we'll regroup with a different group in the Tidewater area in Virginia on defense and security, travel from there through Virginia to Washington, D.C., where I think we'll have quite a few very high-level meetings with companies like Lockheed Martin, Boeing Defense, Northrop Grumman, the Pentagon, other elements of the U.S. government, and then we'll move on to Mobile, Alabama, where we'll visit Austal, the amazing Australian shipyard that has flourished there over the last 2 decades, and Airbus, last but not least. And then 2 weeks later, we'll regroup in Boston, Massachusetts on Sunday, the 29th of October, for our annual innovation mission. We'll spend 2 days in Boston looking at MIT and Harvard and General Electric headquarters, Data Robot, a number of other big innovative firms in the Boston area. Then we'll fly cross country and spend 3 days in Silicon Valley visiting a number of other hugely innovative and disruptive companies that I think will be of interest to all of you. We're still taking bookings for any of these 3 missions, so if you are interested, please let us know, and we'd love to welcome you to the United States. We always mention a few of our upcoming events. On the 5th of October in Melbourne, we'll have the head of Uber, David Rorschach, the head for Australia, that is. In Perth, on the 17th of October, the head of Subsea 7, and Andy Woolgar, will be our guest. In Adelaide, on the 11th of October, we'll have the Premier of South Australia, Jay Weatherall. And the 27th of October, Alan Finkel, Australia's chief scientist, will talk about electricity power in Brisbane. And finally, the Premier of New South Wales, the Honourable Gladys Berejiklian, will be our guest in Sydney on the 10th of November. Please take a look at our website. Come to these events if you'd like, and you'll find that there are many others there that would be of interest. Lastly, I'd just like to welcome to the AmCham community the number of new members who joined or rejoined since my last message. They include Marsh Insurance, Lion Technics, Storabox, the Results Companies, Ipswich City Council in Queensland, Impressive Advertising, the National Australia Bank, they are back, Maddox, Pongo Labs, and WA Defence Review. If you'd like to join this prestigious group of companies, we welcome any of you to discuss with us the prospect of AmCham membership, and would love to have you join our community. Thank you very much, and thank you for being so supportive of me as CEO of AmCham for the last 4 years. Please help me welcome April Pomerly when she starts on the 3rd of October. Thank you.